Hello students, this is Vishal Pandey, your English teacher, and I welcome you all in my YouTube class. So as we are aware that I have already started a famous and eminent story, The Portrait of a Lady, written by a versatile writer Khushwant Singh, who was born in Punjab, and it was the unpartitioned part of India. I have discussed about the author, and I have already discussed uh, some paragraphs as well of this story. Now we will be continuing after that paragraph. So without wasting any time, let's begin. Now from here you will able to find out then that the three phases of the story, which includes the first phase of the childhood, deals about the childhood of the writer itself, and then the second phase of the story, which deals in the city where writer's father and mother had already settled there, and obviously the writer himself along with his grandmother, he went in the city itself and he joins his parents over there. So we will understand this paragraph. From here you will able to find out that how the distance is taking place between grandson and grandmother. So when my parents were comfortably settled in the city, my parents means what? The parents of the narrator, the writer, the protagonist himself. When they settled in the city, what happened then? They sent for us. Means what? They called them in city. That was a turning point in our friendship. Friendship of whom? Grandson and grandmother. Although we shared the same room, my grandmother no longer came to school with me. Although when they used to, when they went there in the city itself, they were sanctioned a same room. But at the village area, when they were living in the village, if you remember, grandmother used to go along with him to the school, and at that school there was a temple. She used to pray in the temple until and unless the grandson returns from the school. So now the situations have been changed. Now from here grandmother is not able to go to school along with his grandson. I used to go to an English school in a motor bus. There were no dogs in the streets, and she took to feeding sparrows in the country courtyard of our city house. So basically, when they used to settle down in the city, the protagonist used to settle down in city, the situation is all changed now, because uh, he used to go he joined an English school, which he used to take a motor bus, and he is missing now his grandmother's company. Grandmother sitting in the house all the day used to spend her time with feeding some sparrows. Some sparrows used to come in the courtyard. She used to feed them with the different kinds of seeds. As the years rolled by, we saw less of each other. So as the years rolled by means what? As the year passed, the boy is becoming mature now. He's in adolescence, and then they are very much away from each other now. For some time she continued to wake me up and get me ready for school. Sometimes she used to wake him up so that he can dress himself and go to school. When I came back, she would ask me what the teacher had taught me. I would tell her English words and little things of Western science and learning, the law of gravity, Archimedes' principle, the world being round, etc. and etc. You can imagine, children. Grandmother is asking that what your teacher taught. Her concern was with some moral values, but you can see that because the boy is growing up now, he is going in higher classes. So basically he is learning nowadays the gravity, law of gravity, then Archimedes principle, and something about science, etc. and etc., which his grandmother could not understand. So it was all alone above her head. So this was the situation when boy was small. He was a kid, grandmother used to understand him a lot, but now since he has grown up, grandmother is trying to understand him. This is the difference between the generation. This made her unhappy. She could not help me with my lessons. She did not believe in the things they taught at the English school and was distressed that there was no teaching about God and the scriptures. So altogether, grandmother is unhappy with the teachings of English medium schools. Why? Because she demands the teachings of God like Ramayana and Mahabharata and the moral values like Panchatantra stories and all. But what the son is learning right now, the gravities, law of gravities, Archimedes principle, so and so forth. And in these principles, grandmother is unable to help him out in his lessons. She cannot explain him the details about the law of gravity. She can explain him about Ramayana and Mahabharata. So altogether, one day I announced that we were being given music lessons. She was very disturbed. To her, music had lived associations. It was the monopoly of harlots and beggars and not meant for gentlefolk. She said nothing, but her silence meant disapproval. She rarely talked to me after that. So one day, these lines are very interesting, children. One day, boy came and he tells to his grandmother that, grandmother, we are having a music class today. She was very much depressed. She was very much, you can know, she was unhappy with that statement, because in her ideology, she thinks that singing, dancing is only the monopoly means rights. These are the rights of beggars and the people, those who are moving here and there. It is not the right to sing a song for you. When you go in some 50 years before or 100 years before, you will able to find out that dancing and singing was the not good symbol in the society. Yes, nowadays you can understand it is a stardom. It is a when you dance well, when you sing well, you became a superstar. But those days, it was not a good symbol in the society. So we will be continuing this chapter. Next paragraph we will continue in the next video. Till then, watch this video, understand each and every line and read between the lines and try to understand everything. Meet you in the next video. Wait for the upcoming video. See you. Take care. Bye bye.